Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jenny again with another vlog, and today's vlog is going to be all about my experience with my dear special friend Melissa Aluna Solano. I like to refer to her as a spiritual doctor. I don't want you guys to have any expectations about spirituality. This has nothing to do with religion or anything like that. It's just about expanding our minds and understanding more when it comes to energy healing. Stick around. I cannot wait to introduce Melissa to you guys and you guys to Melissa. So I'll say no more and just follow me. This is her! Alright, let's go.
Alright, let's go.
I am feeling very excited. How about you, Melissa? Are you ready?
I'm elated. I'm inspired.
I am honored that you accepted my invitation, so thank you so much. You have been such an influence in my life. For me, you embrace everything that's being a woman. I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm just gonna let you introduce yourself, so please. Here, guys, this is Melissa Aluna Solano.
Hi, Soul Family. I am Melissa Aluna Solano, and I've just led a long path before coming to this space, and I realized that sharing myself was the priority now, because there's so many people who would like to reach out to me and they have not been able to, so I am really honored that you did ask.
You'd rather be called Melissa Aluna, Melissa Solano, just Melissa? How should we call you?
Melissa Luna. Melissa is my birth name. Then when I began to do my own personal development, my own self-healing, I really connected to the moon, and the Aluna came through as far as who I became. And so there's a reason for the Melissa Luna where it honors my past and where I come from, but it also honors the present me and who I've chosen to be consciously. It is the bridge between the two. It's the infinity.
Oh.
Because really, Melissa is where your birth goes, the lower three chakras of everything that you have become, from their birth to what you were taught, to your parents, and to what you've been educated by. And so all the identities live in your core. And so when you raise into the heart vibration of what energy is, and you get to understand that there's just more than that, you go into the divinity of you, and so it becomes your highest self and your high heart chakra.
Your true self.
You're connected to your intuition, and then just reconnect to everything that there is. Every experience, every feeling, every emotion, every thought is connected to everyone else. And so you're easily influenced as much as you highly influence other people just by how you feel. And so they call that's the vibe of someone, or that's the presence of someone, but you highly begin to expand that feeling and someone else can feel it right next to you. So all there is that one moment experience. So in essence, we are all interconnected.
Oh, is that why when you walk into the room, you know how you just like don't feel like being there, you just feel like the negative vibes, or you're like, oh my god, like I want to be here, but there's something in me that just doesn't feel right?
Your intuitive self and your higher self will always guide you to what you're feeling. So you only trust what you physically feel and experience. And so it shows you in a way of your body how to either expand or contract. So when we feel that contraction and we feel this dense energy, there's this red flag with our mind that goes, something's not okay, something's not right, it's maybe time to go. A way of protection. That is a way of serving you in a different space where it goes, you don't need to be here.
Oh, so now you guys know, okay? But I'm sure you're feeling the good vibes right now, okay? You need to be here, right? You tell them, Melissa.
Yes.
I'm so honored to be right here in her space. I've done a few sessions with her, and we usually do them outside, which I absolutely love. So when you told me today, okay, well, just do it in my healing space, I was like, okay, fine, but I like the outdoors. But let me tell you, once I walked in here, I could definitely feel the good vibes, and I think it's not only the place, but it's you, Melissa. Like, what do you do to keep those good vibes going?
Well, your home is your sanctuary, so no, I normally don't do sessions here because your space is fully for your own temple, for you to be able to allow yourself to let go. But your outer space and your inner space both have an influence about how you decide things, how you feel throughout the day. So making sure that your space is clear. And so it's a reflection of how you think. Your mind will be clear if your clutter is gone. Now what can I allow into my life if I have space? And so when you have that space, you can see all the possibilities. You start to really scan your home and go, do I need this, and does this feel good? And so then you begin, if you do that at home, then you do that in your outer world. Do I need this? Does this feel good? How you eat. And so people that you spend time with, do I need them? Does this feel good? And so it becomes like this mantra in life form.
How can you differentiate between needing it, wanting it, and being attached to it? Because for me, sometimes it's confusing, like, should I be wanting this, or am I just attached to something physical that I think I need or I think I want, but then I really don't? Like many things in this life, you know?
Well, just like everyone, we get caught up in a moment of a feeling. Your body, instead of just allowing it. And so allow yourself to just have it and just know that this is the mantra that I truly invite all of the people that come into my life, is do everything on purpose, in purpose. And so if you're going into the world and just choosing anything, if you're always in your purpose and you do things on purpose, whether it's just to enjoy it, whether it's just to feel it, whether it's just to really invite it to have you, really bring it into your life, if you have a purpose behind it, it is for you. There's no right or wrong about I shouldn't do it or I should. It's for me now, and then there'll be a moment when it isn't and you can let it go. There is no attachment. There is no thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind for next time. Okay. It makes me feel good. I need those shoes.
If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, don't. The exchange will always come. Because imagine
no worries.
if you get something and it really just tickles you, and you're in this best mood, and then you happen to smile more, and you invite that smile to someone else.
It raises your vibration.
And then you're nicer to someone else, and then you're more present with someone else because you're just feeling so much joy, then you already have transformed the world just by gifting yourself something. There's always a way to give back. And that's why I always receive. And exchange is always there.
That's amazing. Is that something that made you get into this whole field of energy healing and helping people, just giving back?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you become, you choose, when I was young, I just said I want to help people. And so I got into psychology and I went all the way and I became a doctor, and I realized that the field of psychology, when I learned it in the beginning, was very based on the mental. What's wrong? Where did it come from? What can you do about it? And it created a lot of responsibility that came with a lot of pain. And so then it kind of became almost a business and a systems of setting people up to fail because they would feel good for a moment, but they wouldn't do anything really to serve themselves because it would go away and then they would feel even worse about how they couldn't follow through. And so psychology was one beautiful way, but it wasn't really the full holistic way. It didn't integrate all these other things that the ancient, our mothers and fathers from way before would say, just go outside, just connect to the natural elements to feel better. Just know what's your purpose, what would you like to be in your life, and can you express it fully authentically. And so psychology had this air of something's wrong and we need to fix it. And I realized no one needs to change and no one needs to be fixed. They just need to be accepted. How do you feel love if you're not accepted where you are? So they came in saying, I don't accept myself, my family doesn't accept myself, my partner, my children don't get me, and so I'm broken, please fix me. And I said, no, maybe this is not the way to help people. And so when I began to find my own healing and my own ways, and I said, I'm not feeling great. What about me? And so I started looking for mentors and coaches and holistic healers and energy workers, and I said, this is, yeah. So I took off, some time, and I really went in, and I found that the way to really sustain an overall result and outcome was not to get tools and techniques. Everyone has an ability. Now, how do you develop a skill is consistency. But then you also have to know, how do I love my body, my mind, and my spirit? And so most people know about mind, body, but they never speak about the spirit, mind, body. Mm-hmm. And the spirit is what really...
Or they're even too afraid to speak about it.
Right, and spirit is just your soul. It's just your soul. It's basically, there's something, even if you don't believe in all these other metaphysical names, and you don't have a particular religion, it's irrelevant to what energy is. Everyone knows that we're made of electromagnetic energy. We all know that we have a soul, that we have a spirit, that there's something that inspires. We're full of this passion, we're full of love. And so that is what we speak about when we say energy. So that energy is what's going to get you to move anything in your life. And so they said the person or the athlete that really makes it, or someone that really accomplishes something, is because they had the heart. They had the courage. They had the strength. That they had nothing, but they overcame all these obstacles because they had the heart. The heart is the strongest electromagnetic energy you have in your body. It's the first thing when you're born that you feel that heartbeat. If you're authentic, it doesn't matter. Whatever path you take, you'll get to the place where you want to be. And there's no time limit to that. Only our minds go, I have to do this goal by this time and this. And so that's okay.
We beat ourselves up.
It's okay to have goals and be proactive, but it can't be your all in everything. It can't be the place where you say, if I don't do this, I'm not successful. Success is interpersonal. It's very personally chosen.
So it's really all mental, right? Because you're saying it's all about how you feel, or
there's different aspects to that. And so the way that I choose to really integrate all the things, having the psychological expertise and having the energy modalities, is that I would do an energy session first, and that is to kind of clear all of these heavy feelings, or the space within your body that you've been holding all of these emotions, whether it's conscious to you or not. And then with that, you feel lighter. You feel that you can get clear about what you're going to hear. And so once you do some clearing of that, which is very energetic, aura, chakras, we've heard about this. Mm-hmm. Energy medicine has been done for many, many centuries. Move all this water and all of this flow into your body, and you start to feel lighter and you feel good. That is the place where then you can get into your mental. Then we go into life strategy. Then we go into where is it that you would like to just move this and open. And so then the aspect of that is getting into moving through the conditioning of the mind, moving through what you no longer would like to choose anymore in your life.
So your beliefs.
Yeah, because the mindset's really what's going to get you to change anything, or to move something, or to see something you haven't seen before. But you have to feel good first. And so that's where the energy, healing modalities come in, whether it's quantum touch or Reiki or core light healing. It's all different languages, same premise of just moving the water in your body, which is the physical way.
Which we were, 70% water,
right.
So.
Vibrational energy through all of your body that circles around.
Okay.
And then it goes from the top of your head all the way through the bottoms of your feet. And so this vibrational energy just moves everything that is feeling stagnant or stuck, and it's just universal. It comes from just source, one direction, whether you want to call it God or universe or...
But we're part of that source,
We're
right?
all connected. And so our physical flesh is kind of like the earth.
Okay.
The water in our body is the ocean, right? We say that the spirit is the fire within us. And then we say that the air is our breath. In and out is our breath. So we have literally all the elements in our own body. We're little universes walking around in this big universe. So that is part of my purpose, is to really just link and connect everyone to their best self. Their best self. Themselves exactly as they are, and just to really feel like their dream is theirs. And there are no other options. And there's no other way than just to really just feel through your life. And there's no wrong way to do that. When I started in Miami doing the Reiki circle, it wasn't really primarily Reiki. I brought in people who had this certain language that they couldn't speak to their coworkers or their family about, and they felt really different, but they needed a space where they can just say, this is what I know, and this is what I don't think I know, and this is my intuition, and what is this, and can I say this out loud, and someone will listen to me and not laugh at me or judge me. And so that community is what's important.
That's exactly how I felt like that first time. I remember when I went, I was like, oh my God, like I'm here by myself, like I don't know anyone. But then I got there and I felt everyone's vibes, and no one was judging no one else, and like some people were crying and emotion, and I was like, wow, like I felt right at home.
It's always an open door. People come with their mothers and their sisters and their children, and it's so amazing. And we're beginning a children's group soon. And so
nice.
Yeah.
What exactly are we gonna be doing here today? Like, am I doing something myself? Are you doing something on me? What is Reiki?
It's a ancient Japanese touch-based therapy and technique. And there's many touch therapies, but this alternative therapy allows all of your energy to be moving with this real subtle vibration. and it moves through all of your energy centers. And all you do is just relax and lay down with your belly up at first. And so as you're doing that breath work, and I integrate many things. And so I integrate many things.
I like the bird. I like the birds. Like, yes, energy healing.
The sundown. And so I'll be utilizing many different methods of sound therapy and vibrational therapy.
Okay.
Oils. I'll be using crystals. I'll be using the sound of the rattle and the drum, and moving a lot of energy on the auric field with some feathers of that beautiful bird that's outside. There's so many different ways on how you could move energy, but there's physical sensations that you could feel immediately. And so as you're relaxing and releasing, I'm just calling on universal light to come through for you. And so an attuned practitioner receives that through their crown, and it moves through their center, where the only intention is for you to receive full love, full light. And these are portals. Our energy centers are portals. This is where most people connect to pray. And they connect both sides of the masculine and the feminine to their heart space. And their fingers are pointed up because this is where we ask for all of that divine light to come through. And so as we do that, these energy lines, these portals are going to be moving all of that. That's why they say touch therapy. It's going to move down your chakras and down your meridians and your energy lines. You'll feel this hot and cold and tingling all over your body. And that's just where all the energy is concentrating and moving through. And that's a particular space where you've been holding on a lot of concentrated energy. And it could be from something really old or something present. And so you don't have to literally be thinking about it. All you have to do is breathe right through it. Everything in the body comes from an emotional space. And that emotion is living in your body, like each cell has an emotion in it. And so when you're doing an energy session and a healing, it moves love right through the emotion. It kind of like gives it a big hug and go, it's okay. And so as you feel all this nurturance and this full acceptance of just freedom, then all of the energy centers kind of relax. And then all of that center just goes, okay, everything's okay. I'm okay. And so with that, you're able to receive more in your life. And so then you're able to digest better. You sleep better. You communicate clearer. You are more productive at work. You're more patient with people. It becomes like this beautiful ripple effect. Now you're able to hear your own voice, your inner voice, a lot easier because you're not so distracted by the outer world. So your body's listening very actively to what you're feeling and thinking. And so then it begins to mirror that. Everyone's their own healer. And so when we go to other people, it's just for us to learn how to do this for ourselves.
You're saying we do have access to this type of Reiki?
Everyone. You are Reiki energy. Some people don't believe it, that's why they go to other people to experience it.
Through you, I'm believing that I'm going to receive this, but I have access to it myself.
Yes. Okay. We all are natural healers. When you have a friend that is in discomfort, you go and you hug them, and right there you're exchanging the transference of energy. And so you feel this tremendous amount of love and warmth between you, and that person feels better. You just transferred Reiki, which is love. It just equates love, universal love light. You just transferred all this beautiful universal love light saying, I would love for you to feel love right now. And so they feel better.
That's what you've been doing to me all along. That's why I feel so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
it really translates.
It's intentional.
Wow.
It's intentional. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just radiate love everywhere. That's amazing. I want to work with you. I want to shower with you. And that's a little too much, but
water can cleanse you, empower you.
Okay, that means I need her. That's true. I can do it myself, Jenny. All right, I think we can leave it at that. I'm super excited to see what's coming up next. So, what are we doing next? Should we go to the bed?
So now I'm going to have
over here set up.
I'm going to use all of these beautiful tools of sound and crystals, and we're going to allow you to just move all that energy so you can feel it.
I'm so excited right now.
Yes.
I think I'm already doing it, but it's too much. I'm overloaded right now.
Let's do it.
All right.